was Don,
That was
right?
your idea.
Well, what I recall is after season 1,
Right.
we spoke, like right after the
Right.
show aired, and you said, all right, we got a top last year, how do we do
Yeah.
that? And I was like, let's put it in the car.
And what's amazing when you have a few people who don't know what can't be done, then it gets done, because no one would have thought to do it.
Yeah.
And thank you, Galpin. Thank
Yeah.
you for getting that together for us.
That's amazing.
Everything you did, I thought our futures were connected.
Oh man, I don't think we knew what we had really until we saw it
Yeah,
on TV.
right.
You know, it was fun,
Right.
but I didn't know if it made any sense even.
Right.
But I remember watching it, and like my jaw dropped.
Right.
He did such a great job.
The idea that there was going to be an arc to it, it did not seem like that was at the time going to happen at all. You know? But it was like making a record. You just do every little thing with integrity, and it'll turn out.
Yeah,
that
that's right.
good.
Yeah.
Right.
Compliment you haven't found your drowning.
I don't know, man. It exceeded my expectations
Yeah,
on
it
every
really
level.
did.
You know, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
You know what I loved the most? I loved that there was an announcer.
Yeah.
We had a narrator.
And it's the guy who does like action movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was they introduced you, and it was like Mr. T or something. The freeze frame. This is like real. This is like a real announcer.
Pulled me under. I fought so hard.
Well, we should definitely mention Daryl, man.
Oh,
Daryl
absolutely.
Kinson,
Daryl Kinson. He's actually filming a national TV show now in Europe, in Prague somewhere.
Nice.
It's called Great Vacations Overseas or whatever, but Daryl for sure, because he put his heart and soul in it. Guys at Galpin,
Yeah.
Mad Mike.
Mad Mike is actually, I think he's down in San Diego right now because he donates his time to a children's
Right.
charity, which is that's amazing. He's giving back.
Right. And let's see, Stuart, who
Yeah.
wasn't our announcer, but our host.
Yes, she's good.
Because you have to have a host and an announcer.
Yeah.
Otherwise nothing's going on.
You will not believe what we have planned for Gimme the Gig 3. It's gonna blow everybody's mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My favorite moment of Gimme the Gig 2 was when we returned to Galpin and Krish was recording the band in the car. And the last, I gave like these kids drawings to Madden. That's right. To come back and see that he'd worked out all the bugs and that it was a functioning studio. I didn't really mean it, like it was just an idea, but it was so fantastic to see it actually happen. I'll never forget that.
Great.
The whole thing was a favorite moment because I got to work with Don and kind of work with Tom for the first time, and that's always an amazing. It's amazing to collaborate with your friends. But one thing I remember very poignantly was I think it was the first. We filmed out of order, so the first one we filmed when all the bands were up waiting for the announcements of the winner, and they all had their arms around each other, and to be part of a moment like that was so communal.
Yeah.
That was real special.
And that was one of the hardest things to do because you're with them for a day and you kind of get to know them, and all of a sudden 3 go home and 1 stays, and they're all good. And it was difficult to kind of say, hey, you're all winners, but you stay, that kind of thing. But it was a great spirit of the whole thing. Mine was when they were filming I Shine, who was a return guest, and they won. And you'll never see it on the TV show, but Johnny, the singer, kept on breaking down because it meant that much to him. And we had to cut the cameras 3 or 4 times. I'll get emotional telling the story, but 3 or 4 times had to cut the things. It meant that much to him. Because it was cool that we're doing this and it's a good publicity for the car and all that, but to do that and also affect someone that way, that's pretty cool.
That's the ultimate thing that happened with this that is compelling to me, and I think everyone else, is that it was something done that had a certain marketing mission, and it turned into something that was organic and touched some people a little bit in a positive way, and that's what it's all about.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man.